In the next 7 minutes, you're going to see exactly how we help women like you fix the root causes of your headaches and migraines, and how we do it in a simple 3-step process over a 12-week period. A lot of people ask, where does this system come from? I personally suffered with migraines for about 21 years. In the last 5 years, I had daily headaches. So I know what it is like to go through it firsthand. On top of that, I have multiple degrees and I've done residencies and advanced fellowship and training to prepare me to put all of this together specifically for someone that has migraines and headaches. We don't treat or help people with anything other than those 2 types of conditions. Okay, so let's break down the 12-week process and what we do. First off, we call it the Migraine Reset and Rewire System for a reason. It is built and designed around 3 root cause conditions that we see most often. And so step 1 of the process is the neurological reset. This is where we are going to reset and fix that oversensitive alarm system that your brain and body has become. Before anything else can work long-term for you in your migraines and headaches, we have to turn down that sensitivity dial and turn it back towards normal. Not by numbing it with another Band-Aid solution like a medication or supplement, but by resetting the system itself so that you are no longer sensitive to your triggers. And when you aren't sensitive to your triggers, you don't get migraines and headaches. This is the step that almost every program online or in clinics skips entirely, which is why most programs wear off over time or they don't get great results. That's why medications, devices, Botox all wear off because they're not actually resetting the system. They're just numbing it. Okay, so step 2 that we then go through is the regulation phase. This is where we restore the autonomic branch of your nervous system. That's the one that's been affecting you in likely odd ways, whether it's gut issues or your energy and feeling exhausted and fatigued, or maybe your sleep's off, maybe you have brain fog, or some mood issues where you might feel irritable, or even focus or memory issues too. What we do is teach your nervous system how to spend more time in the regulated zone, which is what's called an alpha wave frequency. And then the third and final step is the rewire phase. This is where we target those neuroplastic migraine patterns where your brain has learned and gotten stuck in the migraine or headache mode. If you've had the condition for over 3 months, there's most likely a strong chance that this is an issue that has developed for you. And here's the critical piece. You cannot successfully rewire your brain if it's still being hammered by constant alarms and attacks like migraine and headaches. And also from a dysregulated nervous system, you might notice like a little bit of improvement, but I think the migraine, we are looking for transformational type results, like people getting 80, 100% better. And you have to do that in a specific order if that's the type of life and outcome that you want. One of the things I'm really proud about is that when I worked at the University of Kansas Medical School and Medical Center, I was in the research department too. And so statistics and data and research are so important to me. So we track this very closely at Tame the Migraine. On average, our clients, they are reporting just 2 weeks into the program that they are 43% better, and 4 weeks in, they're 50% better. And the reason we have data to support that is because we're doing the right things in the right order, like I said earlier. If you look at medications and best medications on the market, their studies are showing clients or participants are only 10, 20% better at the end of 12 weeks when it comes to medications. But just keep in mind, that is our average result. So your experience could be better. Yes, better than 50% in just 4 weeks. It could also be a little worse. I don't know you yet. Our team doesn't know you. They haven't met you yet, which is exactly why we have the assessment call for you. But what I can say is if you show up and you do the work, there is a really good chance. We've been doing this for so many years. There's a really good chance that you'll be just like the hundreds of other women that we've worked with before. So if you think you're too far gone or you're too broken or too complicated of a system, I promise you, we've worked with women who've had migraines for 20, 30, even 50 years, sometimes even daily headaches that long too. We've found that our top clients, the clients that get the best results, they have a few specific mindsets. The one that sticks out to me is that they kind of have a mantra of, why not me? So I want you to think about this. We've helped hundreds of women, some having migraines for multiple decades. They've tried everything. They felt like they were broken too. And if they got better, why can't you? If it worked for them, they're just like me, why not me? And a lot of people thinking about it, they always ask on these calls, like, what do you guys actually do at Tame the Migraine? What's it like to work with you guys? I actually want to see the inside. And so I'll go ahead and share my screen. What you're seeing is our Migraine Reset and Rewire system on the inside. This is a community section so you can connect with other clients and learn from them and learn from Christy, who just 5 weeks in, she's not on triptans anymore. And if you were to open up this post, you would see that she used to take 8 to 16 triptans a month, and she's down to none in just 5 weeks. So yes, you can get some pretty amazing results pretty quickly when you fix the root cause. Or like Brooke, who just comes in here saying, I just want to hop on, saying I don't get migraines anymore, also not afraid of it. The next thing I want to point out, like I was saying earlier about the coaching calls and the office hours, all of these blue ones are just calls that we have every single day throughout the week, and we just keep going and going. So lots of various different calls for you to get support from. But what's most important is really the classroom. And so this is the first 3 weeks is that reset phase I was talking about, which is specific plan. If you click in there, these are going to be specific steps that you're going to work through that every single client goes through to start fixing the root cause and resetting their system so that they're not sensitive to their triggers. After that 3-week reset phase, then we go to the regulation phase for the last 4 to 12 weeks. And then we step even into the rewire phase. In your daily personalized plan, we'll tell you, come do this practice. They're all recorded tools, often between 5 and 10 minutes that you can do at your own time. And then we have plenty of other resources. Like we record all of our coaching calls. Like these are just our coaching calls from July. You can go back to May. We have additional resources and even past wins where we bring in past clients to come in and do talks. Like Brooke, she came in here and did a talk, and you can learn from all of these different clients and women who have been here before you and changed their lives so you can learn from their success. I hope this is just a little helpful to see it rather than just hearing me talk about it. So about 7 days into the program, once we get to know you and our team gets to know you, we get to know your history, your nervous system state, and your profile. We create and deliver a personalized daily plan for you so that you're not just using generic tools. We tell you exactly what tools to use, what techniques to use, and when to use them, and what days of the week to use them as well. This is not some generic protocol. This is your protocol. And you'll even have one-on-one calls, and then you'll have live group office hours with me as well, specifically, where I will lead you through various techniques and then spend hours with you answering your questions to make sure you understand what we're doing together, why we're doing it, how it's working, and what it's doing in your brain and in your body to stop these migraines and headaches at the root cause. The analogy I like to explain and why these calls are so valuable. If, say, you're a car mechanic and you've got some tools in your hand, but you don't understand how cars work and how these tools even work, you end up breaking the car more by trying to fix it without knowing how these things work. And so we are going to turn you into the most expert mechanic with the best tools on the market to fix your problem quickly and fix it for good. But I just want you to understand that I was trained on these tools through my residency, my fellowship at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, and also getting additional certification and training through Stanford University as well. I've also trained all of our team on this too. And that's just to let you know, I've spent a ton of my time, my energy, my money for years and years and years to become the expert to deliver this for you. Okay, and just to wrap this up, I also want you to know what our migraine freedom coaches actually do with you on your nervous system assessment call coming up soon. They are simply here to be in your corner, to be that expert that can see your blind spots and show you the way. Because you absolutely, I don't know you yet, but there's a really, really good chance that when you actually understand what's going on and how to fix the root causes, there's a really good chance that you are not broken and that you can even get to like a place of remission like me and many of our other clients. All I want to say is that you've done the hardest part. You've stopped chasing the band-aids and you've started to understand your brain and your nervous system. So take care, and on your call, just have a blast. We have an amazing team and team members, and they are so good at what they do. Take care.